ask a question that are we on the path? Have we really stepped on the path? See, our ego does not want to ask that question. And then it wants to feed into the doubts, which represents by many different questions that I spoke of. Because I believe if we truly, sincerely stepped on the path, we are going to have an impact of blessing, impact of gratitude, the impact of joy, impact of all those things which is represented by Christ consciousness. To me, being on the path is somewhere and in some level part of destination. To me, path and destination are not two separate things. Try to understand this very clearly, because this will play a very significant role. Our mind has this tendency to divide. Mankind means division. So if somebody asks you what is the difference between man and mankind, you can say that mankind means division, and man means unity. So if you are continuing to enhance and empowers the idea of division, then you continue to drag your consciousness to the level of mankind. But if you have the power and the power of perception towards seeing this unity in all divisions, then you are strengthening the level of man. Are you following here? So what I am saying to you, that the path and destination are not two separate things. Because if they would be two separate things, you would never able to reach destination. The destination must be connected to the path, and path must be connected to the destination. So in a sense, destination extends to the path, and path leads to the destination. Are you following here? So if you're touching my hand, you're touching me at some level. If you're touching the rays of the sun, you're touching the sun at some level. But because we want to divide this, we want to create a gulf between the path and destination, we don't experience the essence of the Christ consciousness that I'm describing to you. Then it becomes a kind of a futuristic idea. Then we have this idea in our mind that we are only thinking about the destination. And we have this, somehow we want to reach this destination, and we are not interested about the path. We are really interested about destination. So we are really interested about Christ consciousness, but we are not interested about the journey. And we want to bypass, we want to bribe, or we want to use some kind of a shortcut method to reach just the destination. We are so desperate. And if you avoid the journey, you can never reach destination. That is the interesting part of it. The more you try to focus on the destination, the more you lose journey. And if the journey is lost, then destination is lost. Journey is present, and destination is future. Journey is future, yet to come. And the birth of the future can only happen by living in present. So journey is a womb and destination is a new life. Journey is a birth. Sorry, journey is a womb, and so destination is a birth. So if you're destroying the journey, are you capable? Are you destroying womb? How can you give a birth? You cannot give. So if you're really stepping, if you're asking a question to yourself, did I step on the path? And what does it mean to be stepping on the path? If the sincerity is gained there, then you will find that all the rays of the Christ consciousness is dropping on you. You will have these glimpses of blessing, the glimpses of this unconditional joy, the glimpses of freedom. And if you are unable to hold these glimpses because you are so distracted and focused about the goal and forgetting about the journey, then guess what? You're never ever going to reach that destination. The reservoir of unconditional joy is built with these tiny drops of glimpses of joy that you experience on the journey. If you ever go to the temples of India, especially where people go for pilgrimage purpose, in order to reach the main deity inside the temple, sometimes the lines are so long that take 4 to 8 hours or even more. Forget about the time it took to reach that destination. So let's just say I took my mother and for a pilgrimage purpose on a mountain. It took me like 2 to 3 days to reach that place. Then from the morning you have to be in a line to reach inside the temple, and that line may last for 8 hours or at least 3 to 4 hours. There is never ever less than that. And do you know how long does a Hindu spend a time inside the temple? We talked about it. You have some idea.
Just a few minutes.
5 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds. A Hindu spends inside in front of the deity. You remember, you went to Bodh Gaya and you saw the line. Mm-hmm. We somehow bypassed the line and took you in. And how long did you spend inside?
10 seconds, I guess.
See?
Just walk.
See? We call it darshan in Sanskrit. Presence in front of the deity. But do you know another interesting factor, that when a Hindu is in front of the deity, he keeps his eyes closed. So even for 5-10 seconds you are inside the temple. 2 days it took you to come to the temple city, and 4 hours to 8 hours it took you to go inside, and then you are there for 5 seconds and you're not even looking anything. Are you seeing what I try to show you here? That journey is more important. The pleasure of the journey itself is a destination itself, in a sense. And then the Hindu goes in that 5 seconds, he has a darshan inside his heart, and he's blessed and he's ready to go to the another temple. While they are journeying, and remember, these are poor people, so journeying through train, bus, walking, and then standing on a line when it is a scorchy sunny day or it is a pouring, thundering and raining. If you ask them, what is your experience? Are you upset about this journey? What are they going to say? They're upset, they're tired, they're complaining about the journey? or there will be a kind of a sense of excitement, sense of enthusiasm and joy and the happiness that you see that is beyond your belief. What do you see? You see any negativity in them? I don't see any negativity. They have stepped on the path. There is a pull, there is a motivation, there is a movement, and there is this sense of the fraction of joy that is being experienced on being on this journey. Journey is not lost. The tremendous value in journey. And destination is the apex. It's only for a few seconds. And the other journey continues. So, my question to all of us, including myself, have we stepped on the path? And what does it mean, stepping on the path?